The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Panthers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. They don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Again, it's Johnson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
83 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Slot man moves right. Down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
In every play this run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
The final shot before half for Rodgers.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
From the 31, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. As they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Complete. That's Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 40 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
York now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He finds Watson complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball is thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he'll get it inside the 35.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up.
He's going to have the 1st down and more than that.
And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this. But you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got a thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. to throw now on first down.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Moore, the man in motion. Back to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon.